let a doctor tell you that you're crazy for going to the ER when you know there's something wrong with your body. Just because they say you're crazy doesn't mean you are. Listen to my story as to how I had to put down my 22-year-old cat the same week I ended up having to have immediate surgery very unexpectedly. Now, I thought the worst part of my week was going to be finally putting down my 22-year-old cat, who I had known since I was 9 years old. We found them as kittens under our house, and this was the last of our 3 kitties. It was time. She was not pooping anymore. She took care of herself, so we had to put her down. The same week, I was having some constipation myself. I was not going to the bathroom. Days before we put the cat down, I go to the urgent care, and they do an x-ray, and they say, "Oh, you are full. This could become an emergent situation if you do not go the next few days. So, take some magnesium citrate, take some Miralax, take stool softeners. You need to have a bowel movement or else you may need to go to the ER because there's stuff at the ER they can do that we can't do here." So we put our cat down. The next day I start taking magnesium citrate, and let me tell you, that stuff makes you go like liquid. It just comes out. Ew, I know, but you know what? We all poop, guys. Like, everyone does it. If you don't, then you got a problem. I'm thinking, oh, but it's just liquid. It's not all the hard stuff, because they said I was full of hard stuff, but it's just liquid. I'm thinking, that's odd. Thursday, I have a training class for work. As I'm eating and drinking that day, I go, oh, my stomach hurts. That's not good. That's abdominal pain. They told me to watch out for that. So I'm thinking, okay, after class, I'll go to the ER. Maybe they'll do an enema or something. I don't know, whatever. Just, I need to get clean. While I'm in the waiting room for the ER, doctor from my primary care's doctor's office calls me, and it's not my actual doctor. It's just another doctor there responding to a message I had sent them saying, well, you took the magnesium citrate and you're going liquid, so you're fine, right? Like, I don't understand why you're at the ER at this point. I try and emphasize, well, I'm in pain now, and they told me, another doctor told me to go to the ER if I was in pain. She's like, you're just being silly. That's just cramping. You're fine. She was just so dismissive of the fact that, like, I was taking this very seriously, and I think I know my own body more than someone just over the phone who hasn't even examined me in person. Pissed off, I hang up, and I'm like, whatever, I'm staying at the ER. They immediately do a CT scan and take me back to a room. I don't even wait in the waiting room that long, and I was actually very surprised, because at this hospital, usually you were in the waiting room for hours. About 15 minutes after I get back from the CT scan, I get an alert on my phone. Oh, you have results from MyChart. Let me tell you guys, if you don't have MyChart on your phone and your doctors or hospitals are using MyChart, you need to download the app right away and create an account, because you will get your results faster, and it's way easier to contact your doctor when you need something really quick instead of having to make an appointment or call their office. Not a paid sponsorship. I open my chart and it says acute appendicitis. What? Not what I was expecting. I press on my right side and I don't feel that much discomfort. Like, I'm a little sore in all of my abdomen, but like, it's not a sharp pain like people describe with appendicitis. I've heard people say, oh my God, it's agonizing, you're in pain. So I read it more and it says it's just large and inflamed. I'm like, oh, so it's just the appendicitis, so it hasn't burst yet, thank goodness, because, you know, when it bursts, toxic matter leaks out around your colon and your internal organs, and oh man, that will fuck you up. Yeah, I said fuck. So thank goodness we caught this. 2 hours later, after I've received this message on my chart, a doctor finally comes to talk to me and is like, oh, you have appendicitis. Do you want surgery? And you're thinking, well, of course you want surgery. But here's the thing. Some people, some religions don't believe in surgery. Some people are afraid of surgery. Some people just want to do what they offered me of, here's an option where you can just go home and take antibiotics. But about 40 to 50% of people who do that within 90 days have appendicitis again, even worse. So essentially, surgery is really the only option at this point. But they have options for people who refuse surgery. Me, I will take surgery any fucking day of the week. If it solves my problem, let's get this party on the road. I want to be in that OR. you know? Spend the night, I get a lot of fluids, antibiotics. Next morning I have surgery, everything goes fine. No complications, thank goodness. But let me tell you, I do not recommend abdominal surgery. I had incisions everywhere and it was, oh, no. Moral of the story, my cat was not pooping. I was not pooping. I thought it was sympathy constipation, but no, I actually had a severe problem. I am now making progress in that department, as I put it. So I've been working with my doctor to increase fiber, and I don't know what happened. Things just started moving, so cool. I'm so sad that I lost my kitty, but I'm glad I took my health seriously and was able to get help and solve that problem. Listen to your bodies. You know yourself better than anyone. Don't take shit from a doctor. You absolutely have the right to go to the ER and demand health care. It was a crazy week, y'all.